Alright, welcome back. So last time we were just doing all the quests in here, and now I suppose we're gonna move on to the next. I don't actually know where I'm supposed to be going, if there's anything I'm even supposed to do in here. So that's Ozamar, that's the Dalish clans, and that's the circle. So we'll go do this. But it's like, see, it's nowhere on the map. So we may as well go there. I suppose we can go back to camp and talk to everyone as well, see how everyone's doing, maybe try and apologize to Morrigan. Right. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Bad dreams, huh?
Seems so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Are these gonna happen a lot?
It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Oh, I got more approval. Okay. I wanted to talk to everyone.
What do you need?
I wanted to ask you something.
Ask away.
You said Al Eamon raised you.
Did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfels. A whole pack of them, in fact.
Really? Must have been tough for them.
Well, they were flying dogs, you see. Surprisingly strict parents, too. And devout Andrastians to boot.
Raised by flying devout dogs, I see.
Or did I dream all of that? Funny the dreams you'll have when you sleep on the cold, hard ground, isn't it? Are you having strange dreams?
Only the ones who were making mad love in my tent.
I think I completely lost my chain of thought. Oh, there it is. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind.
Fair enough.
My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Al Eamon wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head.
Sure.
He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
He wasn't your father, but you know who it is, right?
I know who I was told was my father. He died even before my mother did, anyhow. It isn't important. Al Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed.
Yeah.
The Arl didn't care, but she did.
Yeah.
So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
That's actually kind of sad. That's really awful to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet.
Fair
I
enough.
remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
That's really sad. But you were young. That's
I
okay.
raised my dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Kaelin's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Hey, more approval. It makes sense though. Hi, who are you?
You're a hard woman to find.
Okay.
What are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
No. I'm near here, but I've never heard of you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy?
Nope.
We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What did he promise you?
My family... well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders.
Oh.
So King Arlen banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
I'm surprised you kept your name.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that.
So what favour did you ask?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name.
I'll do
It
it.
won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
I've never heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
What do you need from me to
I
do
could pick
then?
my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it at least?
I'll help. I'll 100% help.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Okay. Until then, can I buy shit from you? Nope, he's just gone. Alistair approved of that too.
Ah,
Oh.
it's good to see you, my timely rescuer.
Okay.
Bodon Fennick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Oh yeah, you're good, man. You're free to stay. Go for it.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
Oh, good.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Ooh, he does enchantments. Okay, that's pretty useful to have, actually.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
Can I see your wares?
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Ooh, okay. Sell that. Okay. I might go talk to everyone else as well. I need to apologize to Morrigan.
What do you wish of me? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
How do I give someone a gift? Wait, I don't want to give them a gift they're not gonna like, though. What gifts does Morrigan like? I pissed her off. I don't want to piss her off anymore.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed. A fine gift. You have... What do you wish of me? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Okay, never mind. She doesn't have anything to talk about then. But I did get her approval up. Alright, who else is here? Sten. Hi Sten, how are you doing?
Why are we stopping?
I think we should talk for a moment.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
It's fine,
As you
dude,
wish.
never mind. I'm gonna go flirt with Alistair real quick. Hey, my dude. Oh, let me give you a little gift. A little gifty gift. Oh, let me give you...
Is that for me?
Yeah, yeah,
Really?
too, baby.
Wow. Wow.
Why is he like so thankful? That's adorable. Hello, Kalyan. Oh, look at this. Look, I'll give you a bone. Oh, look at that. Oh, what a cutie. What a cutie. Okay.
What do you need?
I want to ask you
Ask
something.
away.
What kind of Templar do?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Have you hunted any mages?
No, I never actually became a full Templar. Duncan recruited me before I took my vows. I was only present during one harrowing. That was all I needed, too. I don't know how anyone could get through that. The girl they tested, she had a demon put inside her to see if she could resist. And she couldn't. We had to end it quickly. I have to say I didn't have much interest in becoming a Templar after that.
Fair enough. So they use magic themselves?
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
Okay, Tony Stark. So,
Perhaps,
can others learn them?
but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
They keep them cracked out. That's pretty shit.
Well, they do it. And they feel perfectly justified. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Okay, I got approval rating though. You, mister.
Oh, why, you little...
What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Don't get near his food then. There's hardly any blood drawn, but still he shouldn't have. Baby, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
Sometimes
I'm
I
sorry.
forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Yeah. I still got Alistair approval.
I once heard a really old
Oh,
legend
okay.
about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished.
Oh,
Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh.
oh.
Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Stop being mean to my dog. I'd never feed you another human being.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
He's like, I don't want to borrow that shit. He's being so mean to my puppy. Okay, I don't want another cutscene from him. I haven't talked to Liliana yet though, so
Yes?
I'd like to talk to you.
Well, here I am.
The vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the blight.
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Sounds like bullshit to me. And that made you want to help me.
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
Approval. I'm gonna give her a gift as well. Do I have anything to give? I don't want to give that because apparently it's a specific member's favorite gift. May have read the wiki, don't get angry at me. Yeah, I think I've talked to everyone actually. Let's see enchantments then.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
I want some enchanting.
Enchantment!
Alright, let's put a rune on that. Cool. Nice.